Welcome back to my channel. The phone in your hand, the screen you're watching right now, is a small glimpse of the future. But the real revolution isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. And it isn't even visible. The biggest transformation happening in science today is happening at a scale so small that your eyes can't see it. Imagine if we could control atoms, the tiny building blocks of everything around us. If we could rearrange them, reshape them, reprogram them, we wouldn't just improve the world, we could redesign it. This isn't science fiction. This is science. This is nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is the science of working with matter at an incredibly small scale, between 1 and 100 nanometers. But what does that actually mean? 1 nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter. To understand that scale, imagine this. If a marble were the size of the earth, a nanometer would be about the size of a real marble. That's how small we are talking about. For comparison, a single strand of human hair is about 80,000 to 100,000 nanometers wide. At this tiny scale, materials don't behave the way they normally do. Gold can appear red. Carbon can become stronger than steel. And electrical properties can completely change. When matter shrinks to the nano level, physics begins to behave differently. And that's where innovation begins. The idea of nanotechnology didn't begin in a lab. It began with imagination. In 1959, a brilliant physicist named Richard Feynman gave a lecture titled "There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom." In that lecture, he proposed a radical idea. What if we could manipulate and control individual atoms? At the time, this sounded impossible. Technology simply wasn't advanced enough. But scientists didn't forget his vision. Decades later, in 1990, researchers at IBM achieved something historic. Using a powerful instrument called a scanning tunneling microscope, they moved 35 individual xenon atoms and arranged them carefully to spell one word: IBM. It was the first time in history that humans intentionally arranged atoms. That moment marked the true beginning of nanotechnology. Today, nanotechnology is already transforming medicine. One of its most powerful applications is in cancer treatment. Traditional chemotherapy affects the entire body. It attacks both healthy cells and cancer cells. But nano-engineered particles can carry medicine directly to a tumor. This process is known as targeted drug delivery. It increases effectiveness and reduces damage to healthy tissue. Researchers are also developing nanosensors that can detect diseases at extremely early stages. In the future, nanorobots may travel through the bloodstream, monitoring our health in real time, repairing damaged cells, and preventing disease before symptoms even appear. Medicine may shift from treatment to prevention, from reaction to precision. If you've noticed that smartphones keep getting thinner, faster, and more powerful, nanotechnology is one of the reasons why. Modern processors contain billions of nano-sized transistors. The smaller these components become, the more computing power we can fit into a tiny chip. Nanotechnology also plays a major role in energy. Nanocoatings are increasing the efficiency of solar panels by capturing more sunlight. Nano-engineered materials are improving battery storage, allowing electric vehicles to travel farther on a single charge. Smaller components, greater performance, lower energy loss. That is the nano advantage. Nanotechnology could also help solve some of the planet's biggest challenges. Nanofilters can remove bacteria, heavy metals, and toxins from polluted water. Some nanomaterials can absorb oil spills more efficiently than traditional methods. In air purification systems, nanoparticles can trap harmful gases and reduce pollution. Invisible solutions to global problems. The power to clean what we once believed couldn't be fixed. But with great power comes responsibility. Because nanoparticles are so small, their long-term effects are not always fully understood. If released into the environment without regulation, they could interact with living. How do we regulate what we are still learning to understand? As with every powerful technology in history, progress must be balanced with ethics. Now imagine combining nanotechnology with artificial intelligence. AI systems could design new nanomaterials faster than human researchers ever could. Nanosensors could collect real-time biological data and feed it back to intelligent systems. Smart materials that adapt. Self-healing surfaces. Ultra-efficient energy grids. Together, AI and nanotechnology could redefine what it means to be human. The future won't necessarily be bigger. It won't always be louder. It won't always be visible. The next great revolution will happen quietly, at the atomic level. In laboratories. Inside cells. Within microchips. And the most powerful technology of the next century may be the one you cannot see at all. The future is not gigantic. The future is microscopic. And its name is nanotechnology.